Well, you know, there's nothing like stepping into your very own home. There's also nothing like having the right team to get you the keys to your dream home. The right real estate agent, or in today's case, agents, make the home buying process a breeze. Here to show us why, please welcome back Chelsea and Sean Soares, the talented team over there at Iron Key Real Estate. How are you guys doing? Good to see you.
We're great. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Did you have a good weekend?
We did.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Busy, nice and full as always.
You're always busy. If you're not showing houses, you're doing charity work or hanging out with your family. So we admire you guys because you just do it all. But let's talk about the real estate market first up. What's the updates these days?
So today we wanted to talk about sales. So there's a lot of stuff happening right now as far as contingent sales. So what that means is different for a buyer and a seller. We're in a market where there's a decent amount of equity. A lot of people who bought in, let's say, anytime from 2012 on, they have some good equity. So maybe they're thinking, well, now we can afford to buy that forever home.
Yeah.
So a contingent sale means that if you're selling your property, that you have to sell it and get the money from that in order to buy your next home.
Right.
So there's a lot of that going on, and it can be tricky. It can be difficult to navigate. There's multiple closings. There's any number of variables that can affect both parties. Sometimes there's even more parties. We just finished one that there was actually 4 closings that took place. So 4 separate families that were involved, and it can be very difficult, but it's definitely possible. So we love taking on that challenge, and it's something that we're happy to help with.
Well, I'm telling you, you guys do your homework. And Sean, why is it important to go with a realtor, and especially you guys?
The contracts are huge. We do trainings every week with the contracts. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes, and when it comes time to putting together a deal, it's relationships, and you go in and you talk and you have that conversation. It's easier to negotiate for somebody else than a client would be to negotiate for themselves. Yeah. Because there's emotion that happens with somebody. It's like, you know what? I really think it's worth this, or I think this, and it's like you have a mediator. And for us, we go in and say that we know this is what our client wants. I can have that conversation with the agent who's mediating for their client, and we can come to an agreement a lot easier than when emotions are involved.
Oh, I totally agree with that. I know I would be emotional wreck, but you guys are so professional, and you obviously steer your clients on the right path. Well, speaking of clients, hopefully you'll get some more, because this home that we're about to show is such a beauty.
Yes, it is. So this home, this is 566 Houston Avenue. It's located right by Buchanan. It's in the Colony, which is one of the first neighborhoods built prior to the Buchanan estate. So it was built in 1994, and it's 4-bedroom, 3-bath, just under 2,600 square feet, single story with a pool. It has an open concept, and it's in a cul-de-sac in an absolutely beautiful, established neighborhood. So yeah, we've had a ton of activity on this home. There's still time. If you have an agent, please contact them if you want to see this house and get an offer in quick. If you don't have an agent, give us a call.
Yes.
It's not too late, but this is a very, very hot property.
It really is. Look at that fireplace. So that connects from the bathroom to the master.
Yes, it does. That's a double-sided fireplace.
Wow.
There's tons of natural light that comes into this home. The fence was replaced a couple of years ago, and it faces north, so there's really good light that comes in without getting, blasted by the western sun. And it's in a cul-de-sac, so I keep telling people, hey, it's perfect time. Just before 4th of July, you can start a new tradition, barbecue in the front with all your friends and family, watch the fireworks from Buchanan.
That's so sweet, and I love that view at night that we just saw.
Yes.
The pool is gorgeous. Here's an aerial view of the neighborhood.
Yes. So it shows how close you are to the school, and then on the other side here, it's just right, in between Clovis Avenue and Minnewawa. So you're right by the Clovis Botanical Garden and Dry Creek Park and the trail. So the location is absolutely fabulous. The homes in the neighborhood are all well maintained, and that area takes great pride in ownership.
Oh, I love that. So what's it going for again?
So it's listed at $435, which is a great price for the square footage and for that neighborhood. I mean, you can't replace locations. So this home has the best location.
That's what they always say, right? Location, location, location. And with that school district, that is wonderful. Okay, Sean, let's talk about your social media. You guys are always buzzing. And it's so fun to follow along.
Thank you so much. And we just try to just share as much of what's going on with the community as possible. The Bully Rescue is one of the big things we promote on there. Every Friday, we have Fur Ball Friday. And we go there, we walk dogs every other Friday, so we'll post a live video. And just to get out there and walk the dogs and kind of share a little bit of what we get to do out there and the
Yes.
impact that we have, because some of the dogs are in their shelters for most of the day, to get them out and walk them around. And we had really talked about, you know, if you can adopt a dog, because it's kind of hard to say, hey, well, I'll take this dog into my house for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
So they do a foster system that we had mentioned
cool.
on the last Football Friday, that you can foster a dog. If you need help with, you know, they pay for the medical while you're fostering the dog. If you need help with the food. So basically you're just sharing your love in your home with these animals.
Yes.
That's huge. So, and then the other stuff, that if there's any community events that are out there, and it doesn't matter, you know, if it's our event or not, if people contact us, hey Sean, we have this event going on, can you share it on your social media site? And we try to get to as many people as we can, and that's what we're trying to do, is really just get into the community and show like we are a part of the, you know, the community.
Yeah, you are. And dogs and real estate go hand in hand, because you want to bring those pups into your new home.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, there's the contact information, everybody, for the Soares team. They've got that hot property on Houston. You want to call them today if you're interested, because as Chelsea said, that is a steal.
Yes.
That's a great property, a great neighborhood, and I know you guys have many more to show everybody, many more listings. So
yes, that's why it's important to follow us on social media, because not everything hits at the time that we're here on the show.
Yes,
so we encourage people to follow along to get all of the most current, you know, happenings, whether it's real estate related, whether it's community events or personal things. You know, if we're at a wedding, then we'll share that picture like we did this last weekend.
Good.
So, you know, that's business, it's family, it's community, it's all intertwined.
Well, it's definitely the future, and you guys are on top of it. So thank you for what you do, and thanks for showing us that wonderful home today.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
both. And coming up, it's a cause that we know this real estate duo really gets behind. We're asking the community to come out and donate blood. How you